Italiano. Let's do English. Current time. Why wouldn't it know this? Hello, XanZorians, and welcome back. I'm GoldenKnite, and today we're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. I've played this back in the past, not the Ultra Deluxe, the Stanley Parable. But we're playing the Ultra Deluxe. I've been really looking forward to playing this. I bought it as soon as it got released. I was following it when they said it was going to be released. They said it was going to be released like a year ago or like a year and a half ago, and I just followed it until then. But I haven't had time. I've been very busy. But now we're going to give it a shot. So if you haven't seen the previous the Stanley Parable, it's fine. You don't have to go watch it. I'm not exactly sure what's going to change. Well, I'll tell you if you should go back and watch it, but I'm certain you can probably just watch this right now. Let me change the settings really quick, and then we'll jump on into it. Go. The end is never the end. It's always loading. I wonder if it's going to start off the same.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Too far.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was he? Was he now?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did I know? This is the exact same beginning as the very first one. I'm going to stand here. He'll probably yell at me saying, he said, leave out of his office. I swear he was supposed to yell at you again. All right, well, we're going to step out of my office. What day is this? I hate Mondays. I hate Sundays because they lead to Mondays. Okay. Hello, everybody.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right? Man, everybody hates Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, narrate as we go. Alright, meeting room. Meeting room? What are you typing on your computer? Man, your stuff, it looks way more interesting than what I was doing. I guess we have to follow these doors. What's this? Oh yeah, that's right. When you click on your mouse, you like it's like you're typing it. It's like I'm in my mind, my mind's eye playing the game. Nothing there. Nothing there. What's in there? 4B3. What's that? Sales in this quarter. That says Quater. Sales in this Quater? I found a typo. Ha ha ha, big dumbs. Alright, see you later.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I? Should I follow the narrator? Maybe? No? Yes? No? Alright, we'll follow the narrator for now. We'll follow the true story. Where's the meeting room? One of these places. Nothing. Oh, here it is.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Good tips, guys.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
A whiteboard manager? That must be a terrible job. Brands? Oh, I wonder if that's an Easter egg. I want those tips on not getting fired. I think everyone should keep those. Their keystone is off. You guys gotta make that adjustment. Just gotta hit the menu button and go to display. We can figure this out. Alright, everyone's unique. You most of all. Which one's I? Alright, let's move forward. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Are you sure? This looks important. All of this looks very important.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
At least there's a broom in the broom closet. Let's call it broom closet with no broom. What if there was just a mop? Do you use this broom to mop? Because there's no mop.
It's baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I want this broom. I need to take it. I'm gonna need a weapon. You know, zombies are gonna pop out of everywhere in this place. They're all gone.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Waiting for the goodies to drop. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, narrator, I'm gone. I'm done with the broom. Wait, where we're supposed to go?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Thank you. That's locked. God, all these doors are open. What's over here? Executive bathroom? Whoa. What? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss has suffered loses, then that's what the boss chose. Okay. We flush the toilet? No, we only can type. We only can type on everything in here. Is that lotion? No, that's soap. Lotion in the bathroom. That'd be a little disgusting. Don't need to know what the boss is doing in his free time. Is that my boss's office? What's over here? Everything's locked. What's behind here? I'm really nosy. Can I type? Oh my god. Wait. I could type everywhere else, but I can't type on the actual keyboard. That's weird.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Psychic.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes! I always like secrets that lead into the back rooms. Dun dun dun. It's so dark back here. I don't get lost. What's over here? Okay, there's like a nook that I cannot see in, so we're not gonna go over there. But there is this red button. Goodbye, cruel world. I don't want to go down. We need to go up and down. Did anyone notice that executive office was massive? It was like 3 stories tall. Like, who needs a window that large?
Into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
No, it will not. What is that? What do we do here? Do I put a box there? There's something about that. Wait, what's this?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Flight is on, call extension 914 immediately. Where's the phone? Okay, escape is that way. But we're gonna listen to the narrator. Sticking to the narrator's story. It's his story today. What's here? This looks important. What is that? Can I zoom in? I'm gonna hit the lights.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, I got my legs for walking. I think that's enough strength I need. This is like the ultimate in gaming technology. What you got around here? Actually, people who worked here, and this guy hated Mondays just like me. This could have been me. What are these numbers? Is there, we'll look at that later. They're definitely not prime numbers. Cameras?
The monitors jumped to life.
Oh, they're those
Their
numbers.
True nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one had errors on it. What's that? Look at that one over there. What? Okay, there's definitely some weird things going on some of these screens. I bet you there's some Easter eggs in these screens. What is that? Is that broken? I don't know. We're gonna take the man-vader.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's everybody's career nowadays.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
They got a paycheck.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That's right. I'm going. Mind control's idle, awaiting input. Don't know what I'm typing, but we're gonna do it. What is that? Mink. What? Is that even a language? Alright. System power off. I lost sound for a second.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That's not my choice. You're telling me to do it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And
looks like a long walk home.
Was happy.
Looks like a very long walk home. I saw a bridge in the distance. Wasn't let out by the parking lot where my car was. So we did get the first achievement, which is just beat the game. That was beating the game the way the narrator intended. And now we're back in our office. 427. Ta-da! But we will stop there. That was the normal story. So if you guys haven't seen the Stanley Parable, that was the normal story. I don't know exactly what other changes they made or if they just redid it. I was one of the few people that did not cheat to actually get one of the achievements from the original game. I think it said to go outside and get some fresh air for 10 years and then come back and play the game. And I did it. I got the achievement. I didn't do it on purpose. I kind of just stopped playing the game, and I realized I was so close to the achievement, then I remembered to get it. So they probably have the exact same thing. You can actually get the achievement, I believe, by changing your system time and kind of trick it to get the achievement. But I didn't do that. I just didn't play the game for 10 years. Who knew it's been that long? But all right, so we're going to stop here, though. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We are going to explore this a lot more. There's a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of different puzzles, and I'm curious to see exactly what they've changed in the Ultra Deluxe Edition. But if you did enjoy this and you kind of want to get some sneak peeks on this, you can look back at some of my older Stanley Parable videos. But until the next episode, huzzah!